Hi there. Welcome to the New Members Application video. This video provides all of the information for you to complete the New Members Application form and potentially become a member of your local GROWoneAFRICA affiliated cannabis social club. GROWoneAFRICA, or GOA, is a self-regulating organization within the South African cannabis space and assists clubs with standards and procedures. Your application will be reviewed by the club's committee, and if approved, you're required to submit an ID copy, selfie photo, and signature, as well as pay your initial membership fee. First, let's talk about the legal status of cannabis in South Africa. Currently, the Constitutional Court's 2018 privacy ruling is in effect and can be summarized as: an adult may possess, cultivate, consume, or share their own cannabis in private. Buying and selling cannabis is illegal, so the dealer and the buyer can be arrested and charged with dealing in cannabis. The Cannabis for Private Purposes Bill 2020 is only a proposed bill, but it gives us some guidelines to work with. According to the proposed bill, an adult may possess, in a private place, up to 8 immature or 4 flowering plants and can transport 1 flowering plant discreetly in public. Once a plant is harvested, the leaves and flowers are considered cannabis. The stems and roots are not. An adult may possess 600 grams of dried cannabis or 150 grams of concentrate in a private place and transport 100 grams of dried cannabis or 25 grams of concentrate discreetly in public. An adult may share their own cannabis with another adult in private without receiving payment for it. So, what is a private place? Well, according to the bill, a private place is described as any place, building, room, shed, hut, tent, mobile home, caravan, boat or land, or any portion thereof to which the public does not have access to. Now that you know your rights, let's talk about the club, sometimes called a cannabis social club, Dacha club, Grow club, or 420 friendly club. But what is a cannabis social club? A cannabis social club is an association of adults enjoying their constitutional right to privacy by possessing, cultivating, consuming, and sharing their cannabis in private. The club is a registered NPC or NPO, and its constitution and committee govern the club and its operations. GROWoneAFRICA affiliated clubs all adhere to the same self-regulating standards and procedures, and members can qualify for visitors' passes at these clubs nationwide. The 4 main club member categories are: non-sharing members that do not make use of the sharing station, sharing members that own plants and share them with other members, cultivating members employed to grow cannabis, and processing members employed to process it. You must sign up for at least 6 months to become a sharing, cultivating, or processing member, as this is the minimum plant life cycle. Any compliant paid-up member can be elected to the committee and has a vote at the AGM. Supply follows demand in the club model. Members complete a needs assessment to determine their required amount of cannabis. Owner members lease adequate private cultivation and processing areas for this required amount of cannabis to be cultivated and processed. They also employ a compliant cultivating or processing member to cultivate and process their own cannabis for them. GOA facilitates lease and limited duration employment agreements between these members. A member can bring their own cultivation material only if agreed with a cultivating member to be cultivated for them, or they may receive without remuneration a seed or seedling from another member, making them the owner of the plant. GOA facilitates the deed of donation between these members. Once harvested and cured, cannabis is stored at the club in a private leased storage space. Owner members share their cannabis with compliant sharing members, who reimburse the total costs associated with the cultivation, processing, storage, administration, and contracts facilitation of the owner members' cannabis. Storage, sharing, and reimbursements are managed by the club, and GOA facilitates the storage lease agreement as well as the sharing agreement. No cannabis is bought or sold. In addition to facilitating the agreements between members, GOA also processes invoices and payslips, pays cultivating and processing member salaries, and makes PAYE and UIF contributions on behalf of owner members. By following this model, we can always ensure that an adult may possess, cultivate, consume, and share their own cannabis in private. Now that you have all of the information and you want to apply, please complete the new member application form. All personal information which you submit must be the same as on your ID document. Ensure that your residential address is correct and your cannabis usage and requirements from the club are as accurate as possible. After review of your application, your club committee will inform you of their decision and the way forward. Upon acceptance by the club, GOA will facilitate the main agreement between yourself, the club, and GOA, enabling GOA to use your details to facilitate all of the other agreements as set out above between yourself, the club, cultivating, and processing members. Thank you. We wish you many happy days to come.